Day one. We're about to get dressed and go out there and start effing around and hopefully get some stuff done. All right, so right before we left, my dad and I have been working on the lawnmower and the lawnmower wasn't working. So our grass was insane. And my neighbor was like, yeah, I can take care of that for you, but we didn't have all the lawn ornaments up, so grass has gotten crazy. I'm gonna give you a quick what's left, and then hopefully be able to update you with amazing amounts of progress. This is the dog yard that we're hoping to pull up, like the fencing. And then we have like swings, the jumpaline, just some things like that around here. Amber's whole shed is not picked up, like packed anything. And then we have just some like items that are outdoor items. And then we have the chicken yard. So all of that is what we're working on. Plus I have more in the art studio. That's like just different things, plus my pottery wheel. So gonna try to get that done. And that's what we're working on today. So I'm just going around and can't even see what I'm doing, but I'm cutting all my zip ties. You know what's crazy? It's I'm doing a very bad job vlogging this, but how long this took me to do versus how quickly it's being undone. This is the canopy that we used to keep the chickens safe from the hawks, and I am taking it down so we can re-erect it. I'm gonna leave it, like, look, we built it out of several panels, so I'm gonna leave it as one big top, but I'm taking the top down. I hope y'all can see this because I'm working so hard. A spider, a spider. Where did that spider go? Oh, okay. No, get off of me. There you go. What are you? Hold on. She's pretty. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you. You're okay. You're okay. You're just so pretty with your green butt. Okay. I like to coexist with the spiders, but I freaked her out and she fell on me. And then I was trying to get away from her and she was getting more upset. And I was like, I don't want to get bit. That was my rush for the day. Okay, so now it's just sitting on there with tension. I've clipped all of the ties and I've clipped the vines. So it's ready to go. Now I'm heading into my art studio to figure out what all here is going to be packed and if any of it is like temperature sensitive, because it's been having an AC run, but I'm going to take that down and the AC is not going to be running in here. Breakfast, the breakfast of champion. No, it's not. It's the breakfast of the camping, because we're basically camping at home. It's 10:08 and I have officially lost my ability to do anything outside. So the neighbor is actually cutting the grass. I don't know if you can hear that. of the areas that we cleared up. My hands are swollen from working without gloves. I need to get some gloves. I start to feel like sick and weird. But I'll show you after I sit here, drink some Gatorade, and like recuperate for a minute. I'll show you what I got done and what Amber and the neighbor worked on and got done. Heading to the hardware store. This thing broke because Amber is so butch that she couldn't get it off without cracking it. And instead of replacing it, I'm just getting a cap to stick on it, finishing it. That's how we're gonna handle that. I have changed into the shirt that I slept in last night, and I am I like have dried off and everything else. We don't have any water right now because we were making a repair to a pipe, and now I am going to my neighbor so generously told us we could swim in her pool to cool down, but it's too bright. I don't want to be I was like, as much as I want to be in the water, I don't want to be in the sun. So I am napping and Amber is taking a dip, and then we'll be getting back to, well, we're going to be doing things inside that we could do, and then when it's cool enough, we're going to go back outside and do things outside. Good morning. It is day number 2 working in the house, and I am already exhausted. Yeah, today was hard to get up, but that's okay. We have plans, and I'm gonna get them done. I don't know if I ever showed you everything that happened yesterday. It's kind of weird, like, I don't know, I did a lot of work, but I'm gonna do more. Amber's already outside. I am drinking my first coffee, and I took Tylenol, and I'm taking meds and letting them all kick in. Then I'm gonna get dressed and head out. Okay, so yesterday, Amber and my neighbor took down the dog yard, but to allow her to cut the grass, I dug up all the like janky stepping stones that were like uneven and broken, all on this path. So I like used a hoe to find them, then dug them up. I actually wound up missing 2 of them. I actually missed 2 of them, and then Amber got hit by a really big rock. She called it a rock. It was like a chunk of cement. So that's not good, but I dug all those up. And then I also cleaned some pots and got some stuff ready that it could just be taken when we're ready to load the truck, when we get the truck. So now I'm going to work in the art studio more. Plans are changing, and I'm gonna do some digging, and I'm gonna probably share that with you, but I have to like look it up and make sure I'm not doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing before I post it on the internet. Okay, it's not illegal. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I am digging up our animals that have died and been buried here. I'm digging up Lear, Darius, those are 2 cats, and Paisley, our pit bull, from the animal cemetery. I already dug up one. His name was Kenny. And I actually talked to my vet about it. I was like, look, we're moving. My vet is my friend. Plans changed again because now there's wasp in the animal graveyard. So I am not going out there to dig right now. We're going to kill the wasp, clear the land, and see what's happening. And I'm not even 100% sure I'm going to dig the graveyard because things are rapidly changing. That hawk on top of the burn pile has been hanging around and watching us work and hunting in the grass that was cut. He's really fun. Hi, dude. Are you having a good morning? He's just been hanging out. He was on the trampoline yesterday, just hunting and chilling, watching us do what we were doing. He was over here earlier yesterday, and today he's just kind of bouncing around and he's hanging out on the burn pile. We're gonna light that on fire later. Gosh, you're gorgeous. All right, I don't even know if I should share this because it's so freaking disgusting, but are you ready? Last night, yesterday was a rough day. I was down more than I was up. I did get things done, but it was rough. So last night, go to sleep pretty early, like let's just hit reset, right? And I get up in the middle of the night, I'm not feeling well. I lay back down and I'm laying down, drifting when something bites me. And I'm like, ah. Then I thought, maybe I made that up. I thought it was like an ant. Maybe I made that up. I have fibro and my nerves do weird things, so it could have just been fabricated. No, I feel another little bite. I'm like, oh, something's definitely biting me, right? I could feel something. So I kind of like hop up and I'm like finding my phone and I turn my phone on to get my flashlight. I'm trying not to wake up Amber. And I'm looking in my sheets. I don't see anything. And I'm like, this is so weird. Now, we're on the ground, right? In a house that's been empty for a month. And we've been leaving the door open as we come and go because there's no animals. And we're in the woods of southern Louisiana. So what happened next shouldn't have been the biggest surprise, right? I keep looking and I find a fucking roach. Like an outdoor, I live in the swamps roach. And I jump up and I'm like, there's a roach in the bed. Okay, first of all, I didn't touch Amber. I didn't scream it. I just said it. And Amber was like up, right? Like sprung into action. And I found it and we killed it. But I was like mortified and upset and freaked out, right? Now we've been in the house for days and we've only seen one other roach, and it was again clearly a very large one, and also it was dying because the house is sprayed. So that's just kind of combating nature. It's one of those things where I've talked about like not wanting to poison everything, but then I'm like, hold on, when it comes to the house and roaches, poison everything, like just go nuclear. So if the rain or whatever, or they like drives them in, or if they're accidentally wandering inside, they are going to walk across the poison and they will die. So that being said, this roach was probably confused and gonna die, but not fast enough because it bit me twice. As you can imagine, it doesn't matter how exhausted and awful you feel going back to sleep after that. I mean, Amber went back to sleep, but I couldn't go back to sleep. I was up for a while. So this morning, still feeling kind of I am up. I am taking my time to drink my coffee. And yeah, then I'll be starting to work. Just a little, this is what we're doing. So this is our kitchen, right? That's all like the mail that's come over time. And then this is how we're living. This is our kitchen area. Some snacks, fruit. We got some ice chests with salad. So we had like tuna and salmon to put on it. Bread, just some items like that. And then down here, our ice chest, that is just ice. And I probably need to drain it, or Amber might have already moved it over. Yeah, she already moved it over. And then this is our food chest. A little bit of meat, cheese, items. This is where we've been sleeping. Sorry. It's called I think they call it a Japanese floor mattress, but it's basically like a futon mattress. This is what I've been working on, which I know still looks like a mess, but I swear it's like not. But this place was supposed to be my art studio. When we first got it years ago, it was to get out of storage. Might as well buy a building, get out of storage, then we don't have to go back and forth. So it was storage for a while. And then it stayed storage. Like, let's not be, it stayed storage. But then on top of that, it housed kittens, a raccoon, a tortoise, like we fostered in here. We raised kittens by hand in here. Like, it never really became a place where I could art, but it was a place where I could foster. One of the biggest things was keeping bugs out, because you just can't. Like, it's I guess it was like a playhouse. The guy we got it from used it as a playhouse, so it's moderately what's the word, insulated, and it had like an AC unit, and it was wired for electricity. But look, I have a dying roach over there because it's been bombed and sprayed, and so if they come in they die, but like keeping them out was next level. Also, one year we tried to house Poet in here so that she wouldn't freeze to death. And she destroyed it, like thoroughly chewed through the wall, destroyed it, like in one night. It was crazy. It's crazy. So if you didn't know, Poet was our puppy who we absolutely loved, our dog. And she had extreme anxiety. She did not want to be in the house. She was overly nervous in the house. She was good in the yard, but then she wasn't friendly, so it was scary. Anyway, we had her for quite a few years, and when it would get really, really cold, it was like trying to figure out how to best serve her and keep her warm. So we tried this. And she destroyed it. We tried Amber's metal shed, and she actually got through the metal wall, which I don't know how she didn't kill herself doing that, but it was crazy. Good morning. It is day number 4, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We were picking up the truck and loading it and getting the F out of here tomorrow. Yesterday was not the most productive day for me. I had a really rough day, but Amber got a shit ton of stuff done. I'll walk around outside and kind of show you. And we saw my parents for a little while. So we're not doing that today, and it's just gonna be about wrapping up here so that we can get on the road. The level of hot is unreal. So I'm inside getting Gatorade. I actually took a nap today. We went and got the truck, and then Amber came back here, started loading. And I went to town and picked up a prescription and an animal prescription. I just did all the running around we need to do. And then I got here. I have not been feeling well. This week has been very, very hard. I am starting to wonder, which is so stupid, but like, I don't know why this just hit me, but I'm starting to wonder about the heat and the humidity mixing not only with my medication, but with my body and the fibro and the Crohn's. And I'm just like, I feel awful in a different way. But it's been amazing. Amber's been really great. And basically I just nap when I can't keep going. So I napped, even though I felt really guilty because we really got to get out of here. And then I woke up, finished the errands, and then I worked in the studio for a little while. And I'm pretty much at a place where I really kind of can't keep going without Amber. So then I came out, and we're taking some of our wood and scraps and stuff with us so that we can do projects up there, but some of it isn't going to travel or isn't in the best condition. So some of that I just moved Amber had been like making a pile of it right by where she was working. And so once the whole area was in the shade, I moved it to the burn pile. So we're gonna burn that this evening once we're no longer working out there, because we're sure as shit not gonna make it hot and then be out there with it. I'm gonna see our neighbors before we leave. Tonight, we're probably gonna work past like bedtime. And then tomorrow, gonna finish up in the house. And really the house is like just the stuff we've been living with. Amber's been cleaning inside during the cooler times when I've been like recuperating. So it's just been like, you know, it's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. Amber's been a beast, and it's hard when you're giving your 100%, but your 100% is just so crappy. But that's where we're at right now, and so that's what I'm doing. I do also want to say, like, I understand that running the support is important, like making sure we have ice and cold drinks and all of that is really important, but it's just a 2-person team. So it just sucks that like while I'm doing support, Amber is left to do the bulk of the work alone in the heat, but she's killing it. We are taking a dip in the neighbor's pool. She's been telling us all week that we could hop in here if we were too hot or while we were working. And Amber finally got her shed done, and we're at a place where we're gonna stop for this evening. It's 6 o'clock. Amber's been working all day. I've been sleeping and working and running errands, but okay. So we taking a dip, and then we're gonna go home, eat salads from the ice chest, and go to bed so we can do it again tomorrow and then drive. Good morning. It is day 5. We were supposed to leave today, but yesterday went long and there's still quite a bit to do. It's not bad, but there's still a lot to do, and it is an 8-hour drive, no stops when you include just even stopping for gas and let's say like 1 bathroom break. You're looking at like 9 hours or so. So I think we're gonna wind up staying here one more night, which is disappointing because I want to get home to the kids and the animals. My Christopher's been acting up and my Walter misses me, but I think we're gonna be here one more day. The pantry. You know you're doing adult things that suck when you are like filling yourself with like kid incentive candy. So that's our pantry. We're like out of all the real food. I got Subway for lunch for us because it's like right up the street. And I'm going back out again. I have a salad in a bag for dinner. We're gonna eat popcorn and a salad, and hopefully go to bed pretty early, because the goal is to get everything done as soon as possible today, which it's like 2 o'clock. It's a little bit before 2. Get it all done so that we can get on the road as early as we can. So whenever we get to bed, we're setting the alarm for 9 hours later so we can hit the road. As a fun side note, I hadn't brushed my hair for a flippin' week. I had just kind of like finger untangled it, just found a brush. So like I found in that cabinet, I finally opened it because we had like cleared everything out of the inside of the house. So everything that's in the house, we brought back into the house, right? But I didn't open that cabinet because it was supposed to be empty, except that I realized that I had put things from the last visit that I was like, oh, we're gonna need that this visit. I put them in that cabinet. So I had a brush the whole time, which I knew. I was like, I'm not bringing my brush because I'm pretty sure I left the brush, but then I couldn't find it because I thought I left it in the bathroom, and I didn't. I left everything that we left here in that cabinet. It's only been 5 days. Well, here it is, the art studio. That never really was an art studio. It was storage. It was where we raised the magic cats. It was where we fostered Eamon and Omen and their family and Stevie, and it was where we fostered or babysat raccoons and tortoises and all sorts of stuff. I did do a little bit of art here, but not much because it was always something else, but served a purpose, and now it's empty. So crazy. Friday night. I have a towel. I'm not sitting here naked. I just showered, and like it wasn't just an exhausted shower. It was like a really good scrub because we're done. And tomorrow we just get in the vehicles and drive out. It's crazy. But yeah, we've been working really hard. It's been really hot. I've been taking lots of naps. Amber's been beasting through it. So I'm up way later than her. My neighbor is going to be taking care of our lawn. So she came and did it, and I wanted to pay her. We were trying to work out Zelle, but I paid her cash, and we're gonna have Zelle worked out for when I'm not here. But it is really nice to have neighbors that are like checking up on the place and just keeping an eye on things and taking care of things like that. It's really, really nice. It makes things a lot less stressful. Yeah, tomorrow's a long drive home, and we have lots of snacks. But it's a long drive, but I can't wait to see the kids, and I can't wait to hold my Walter and to pet my Christopher and to love all of my animals. So I also just can't wait to be in a better climate because the weather there is so much better than here. It's so hot here. It's not even okay. My joints hurt, my body hurts, and I'm starting to think that like my health is worse down here. I don't know. I feel like I had to feel better and experience another place to even put that together. And it's kind of wild. So, I don't know. All right, I'm about to get dressed, head to bed so that we can get up early in the morning.